So Jon Anik has found himself on the wrong side of an army of trolls who are screaming at him for him to leave the industry after he apologized for comments he made that were very innocuous and clearly are being misconstrued by the people who are using them to attack him. And Sean Strickland got in on it, which is always entertaining. And so we're going to go ahead and go through this whole incident, and I'm going to show you some of the specific trolls who are going after him, and Dillon Danis being one of the trolls who has gone after someone in this conversation. Sean Strickland went after Anik a little bit. Dillon went after Sean Strickland. Sean Strickland was responding to the trolls. And, you know, listen, man, it's a great topic. So this all stemmed from Jon Anik saying that he thought, ready for this, Dricus du Plessis won the fight against Sean Strickland. Now, I disagree with this. I think Sean Strickland won the fight. I thought Dricus won the first time around. I watched it a second time. I was like, I don't even know what fight I was watching. Sean definitely won this fight. I'm confused now, but that just is what it is. And I've seen a lot of conflicting positions on this. Lots of people think Dricus won. Lots of people think Sean won. So it seems like the kind of thing that, you know, a person gets a pass on, since like it's kind of split down the middle. But no, not Jon Anik. If Jon Anik says Dricus won the fight per his opinion, you got to get him. And you got to get him fast. He needs to learn, if your opinion on the outcome of a razor close fight is different than mine, we are going to attack you mercilessly. And so what Jon Anik said in a clip I'm going to show you right now, actually, I'll just show it to you, and then we'll go from there. Oh, wait, whose channel is that? Oh, that is one strapping gentleman over there. I should watch his channel and definitely subscribe to it if I'm not already.
Even if you and I both thought Dricus du Plessis won the fight, we try to present that information respectfully. And when I go on to X or I go to our YouTube comments, it seems like a lot of these fans are just in attack mode. And I don't know if these fans are casual fans or not, right? But I appreciate the passion, but I'm getting to a point at 45 years of age where I don't know how much time I have left in this MMA space, because if I go do pro football, like, I'm not necessarily going to be dealing with this lowest common denominator all the time. And I don't know, man, I just feel like there's a lot of malice and disrespect from the fan base, and we can disagree. Like, don't take it from me. Demetrius Johnson and Kenny Florian thought DDP won the fight. I don't know. I've just been very off put with the negativity that has permeated my feed since Saturday night, and I'm just not sure how much longer I have in this space, honestly.
So here's what I need to say about that right out of the gate. All right. The words that he said about being unhappy with the negativity that was in his Twitter feed, X feed. Listen, I know when I go on to any of my social media and I read things like, hey man, you should drown your baby in the bathtub, and maybe that'll give you some perspective on what real loss feels like, so that you can get a better viewpoint on who won the fight. I'm like, I like this. I'm enjoying this a lot. Hey, I have an idea, Jesse on Fire. Why don't you let a team of gorillas run a train on your wife? I think a little bit of bad treatment from some primates will really let her know who's daddy. I'm like, this is fun. I really like these guys. You know, then you go through and people are like, I think that your opinion on the Dricus fight is wrong. Oh, okay. And they're like, I can't believe that you gave round 2 to Sean Strickland when obviously, you know, Dricus blah, blah, blah. Or the opposite, you know. Hey, did you see Henry Cejudo's video? Because he agrees with us. It's like, all right. So if I was going to take those as a sample size, and then I said, I don't like dealing with the lowest common denominator, who would you guess I was referring to? The people who said they disagree with me, or the people who said for me to drown my baby in the bathtub and then let a bunch of primates run a train on my wife? You know? Is it, I mean, like, really? He says lowest common denominator, and everyone's like, oh my God, he is so disrespectful. He called MMA fans the lowest common denominator. Maybe you should go to the NFL, Jon Anik. If you have no respect for the fan base, it's like, I feel like we're generalizing. He was probably talking about the person who said to drown his baby in the bathtub. I mean, I'm just saying, most likely he's talking to them. But nonetheless, I just wanted to say this before I read his apology and then we get deeper into this whole thing, because then Strickland came over the top. I want to say this. If Jon Anik is talking about going to do pro football, and I had to make an estimation of the situation, I would guess that he is fielding offers from the NFL. And the reason I say that is because if you were going to go through everyone who works for the UFC and, and go, okay, which of these guys would be a seamless transition into any other sport? It's certainly Jon Anik. He is an absolutely stone professional commentator. He would fit perfectly into an NFL broadcast. And so my guess is he's probably gotten some offers, which is why it was top of mind. And that's probably why he said that, because he's like, I'm sick of dealing with these guys. And take it from me. Take it from me, though. Handling this with an apology is classy, but definitely misdirected. And we'll talk about exactly why shortly. So here is his apology. Well, actually, let me show you this first. So Strickland said this first. Okay, so Strickland said, what I'd say to Jon Anik calling MMA fans the lowest common denominator, these people are the way you have a paycheck and you make way more than most. Maybe the NFL is a better choice for you than MMA. Also, you guys are a bunch of savage C words. I'm here for it. So where is that coming from? Do you think that Sean Strickland watched the clip of Jon Anik? You think that he watched that? Okay. He spars 90 hours a day. Jesse, it's only 24 hours. He does 100 rounds per hour. Jesse. Okay. He fights. He's not perusing YouTube and looking up all of the clips. Okay. He is responding to the comments on his own social media where people are like, what do you think about Jon Anik calling MMA fans the lowest common denominator? Not to mention, Sean Strickland is a genius when it comes to injecting himself into drama on the internet, since that is how you trend. That's how you trend. He's one of the best I've ever seen at it. That's why I've said this a million times on him being involved in all these, like, Ian Gary and all this. He's not stupid. He knows exactly what he's doing. He's injecting himself into trending topics, right? Conflict trends in the MMA community. I've talked about this a million times. I was like, when I first started this channel, I really did think to myself, I bet you that there's a way to the top through conflict with other channels, because it's the MMA community. The entire thing is about being interested in conflict, So Strickland is taking advantage of that. He's very, very smart. But I would say that it's a mischaracterization to say that Jon Anik was calling all MMA fans the lowest common denominator. And guess what? Strickland doesn't care. He doesn't care, right? He always gets a pass for me because he doesn't care. You're like, hey, dude, that's not what Jon Anik thought, right? He's like, I don't care. And you're like, I know. Raquel Pennington said that you are ignorant. He's like, I am ignorant. What's the issue? Oh, I don't know. Oh, do people still like me? Yeah, dude, they still like you. Cool. Next week, hey, do people still like me? They hate you. Cool. I'm going to go spar. He doesn't care. He's just trending himself because he's smart. He speaks for the people, son. That is his that is not, whatever. That's his spot. He speaks for the people. The downtrodden. In this case, though, I think who he is speaking for are trolls. Simple as that. Trolls, right? Trolls that would say, like, drown your baby in the bathtub. Now, if someone says, you're dumb, okay, Drickus obviously lost the fight. I mean, it's like, whatever. But anyway, so Jon Anik responded to the onslaught of negativity, and we'll go through some of that in a second. And he said, last week on my podcast, I was in a heightened emotional state following a myriad of allegations and of bias at UFC 297. I made some regrettable comments relating to the MMA fan base. While I was surprised to the extent to which my comments were repurposed and sensationalized, I need to be more responsible on an open microphone. So much work goes into the execution of just one UFC pay-per-view, so it can be tough when my integrity on broadcast is called into question. That doesn't excuse my retort. I'm just a fiery, passionate, flawed, empathetic guy, and sometimes my emotions lead the dance. To those MMA fans whom I've offended, I am sorry. That was not my intention. For 12 years, I've prided myself on being accessible to the fan base, and that will continue. I've learned a lot over the last 48 hours on to Anaheim. That sounds like a PR firm made it, but if you look a little closer, no, I think he really did write that. I would say that he wrote that almost for sure, and it is, I mean, that's That is structured exactly like a PR firm would write it, except you could tell over here, like, while I was surprised to the extent at which my comments were repurposed and sensationalized, see, a PR firm wouldn't do that. He is like, I'm going to do this apology and I'm going to do it professionally, but I can't do it without being like, are you guys fucking serious? Just a little bit, you know? Now I'm going to go back to the Sean Strickland example and use it as a way of demonstrating why the apology is misplaced. Because remember we were saying Sean Strickland just doesn't care. Raquel Pennington called you ignorant. I don't care. That whole thing. And so it makes you not care. It's like, hey, listen, Strickland, like, it's pretty hypocritical for you to be complaining about people talking any form of trash to you when you go after everything, right? He's all, yeah, I am a hypocrite. Why? You're all, I don't know. I was just saying it's hypocritical. Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I acknowledge that. I'm gonna go spar. You're all, you really don't care. No, I don't care. I'm a hypocrite. Well, you not caring makes me not care. So it's one of those things where whoever cares less wins. If you don't care, you can't lose. So my position as Jon Anik's advisor, had I been in the conversation, would have been like, listen, man, the only way that this gets worse is if you make it seem like it bothers you. You already kind of did. But I would say from here, you just leave it alone, man. Just leave it alone. If they think you care, it's going to get worse because these are not the kinds of people who respond well to apologies. Like you guys watching this video, I would imagine 99.9% of you are like me, where you're like, Jon Anik. And there will be this like 0.1%. So like 1 out of every 1,000 people that will watch this, maybe 1 out of every 500, will watch this. And when they see that Jon Anik apologized, they don't hear an apology. They just got, and these are the ones that said the nasty stuff to him. And they're like, oh, got one, son. Got one. These guys on the internet, it's the equivalent of prison. You walk into prison and one of them's all, hey man, can I get one of your soups? And you're like, dude, I want to be nice. Like, I want to be respectful to these guys. Oh, you look hungry? All right, listen, man, you look hungry. Take one of my soups. And they're all, thanks, dog. And then they go back, they're all, got one. And the rest of the day, the rest of the month, the rest of your time there, everybody taking your soups. So, so to us, apology, totally unnecessary. Don't think you have anything to apologize for. And the other people are just going to see it as chum in the water and they're going to come after you more, which is exactly what happened. But I think it's a classy apology, just totally unnecessary. Let's look at some of the things that were said. Hope you quit commentating on the sport soon. You're a pussy who never stepped foot in the octagon in your life. And when you look at his profile, you're like, I would bet lots of money that this guy is a professional with a ton of cage fights. I look at a profile like this, I'm like, most likely jiu-jitsu black belt, most likely, has at least 3 to 4 head kick knockouts, or not, and finds no irony in him saying things like, you've never been in a cage in your life, when he's never been in a combat sports gym in his life, much less a fight with someone in the street, except if you consider a person giving him a wedgie and then flushing his fucking head down the toilet in high school a fight. Okay? Frankie Fluid, that's why they named him Frankie Fluid, because they made him eat toilet water every day in high school, swirlies all day, his underwear ripped up the back of his ass, and him walking around shuffling. He never even lifted his feet off the ground. He was always so ashamed. He just dragged his feet like this. Toilet water in his hair, underwear up, looking like a G-string. Don't take them off, Frankie Fluid. You take them off, we're going to wedgie your shorts, and then we'll rip them off you. We'll make you walk around naked. Oh, jeez. You should quit commentating, Jon Anik. You've never fought in your entire life. But I have. I've been fighting depression every day. So that's one example, right? This is, then we can just go to this. Like, let's just pick at random. This is a post on, on Jon Anik's thing. Let's see. John quit. Oh, how many followers does this guy have? He's very, very, he has 5 followers. Zach Kosminski. 5 followers. That's probably a legit account. Well, at least he got 9 views on it, though. I wonder how it feels to be a fraud of a champion, says user. Well, I like to take opinions very seriously when their name is user with no profile picture. Bobby Miller says, Go call football, crybaby. No one tunes in for you. Laugh, laugh, laugh. Bobby Miller with 16 followers and a fake profile picture. Jaboop. I will guarantee you this is not whose profile this actually is in a million years. If you image search that profile picture, that is not who that is. You're going to find that image on Grindr, where the real Bobby Miller frequents all the time. God, if only I was a little bit better shape, I would get so much ass on this app, but I just can't bring myself to catfish someone and then get naked. They're gonna hate the look of my body. What? You are a lunatic, Jesse on Fire. I know. I don't know where these jokes are going, dude. I just start talking and they come out. Sometimes they're really weird. Really weird. Edit that. All right. Maybe. Anyway, so yeah, Neil says effing crybaby. You fucking crybaby. Jon Anik, screw you. Let's see what else we got. This one says, did you leave yet, pansy? Huh? The NFL fans will eat you alive. Let's see how many followers he has. 75. Wow, this is like a big influencer. This one says, fake champa won't laugh. Awesome moment for the dude. Whoa. Ben Fitterman, do you not know the rules of Twitter? You don't say awesome moment for the dude. Why do you think it only got 3? Look at this. It got 3 views. No one wants to hear positivity, guy. You need to figure out a way to get super nasty. You need to say really mean things. And then people will be like, all right, I really care about what this guy thinks because, look at this person. Wait a minute. There are black people in South Africa? Drickus have black friends? That's weird. Now, isn't it China? Oh, God. Oh, my God. So stupid. All right. This guy is trying to give genuine, heartfelt advice. John, come on, brother. You are in a man's sport. With all due respect, you think you should be able to handle any kind of comment. I think part of being a part of any sport and getting paid very well is dealing with the morons. That's true, James. That's true. But again, don't try to get all philosophical on Instagram or Twitter because you got 6 views for that. And that's why, And then this, Sean won the fight. Please leave UFC. You effing suck. Dr. Angry Dave. He's got 3 followers. I'm surprised because he's nasty, He's a nasty, 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 nasty dude. Now check out Dillon Danis, though. He came at Strickland like, hey, yo, this is coming from a guy who cried and threatened murder because someone made fun of you. Dillon is also a genius at injecting himself into trending topics on the gram. Good job, or on Twitter, on X, whatever. Good job, Dillon Danis. I'm telling you right now, if you figure out a way to get those 2 guys squared up in a combat sports event, Dillon Danis versus Sean Strickland, you will get the most biblical, incredible fight buildup in social media history. Troll on troll. The guy who wields the power that Sean Strickland does, where he can point in anyone's direction and go, get him. And people will go get him. And then Dillon Danis, who loves that more than anything, and also knows how to drum up controversy on the internet better than anybody. It would be epic. What's this? Oh, this is my Instagram. Why am I posting this? Because I just got a reel professionally done for the first time, and it's got the most views of any of my reels in one day. What are the fucking odds of that, man? Very, very impressive. And if you don't follow me on Instagram, I am going to give you a really good reason to do that right now. What's this one? Gabrielle looking. Come with us to UFC Fight Night. Oh, this is not what this is not that. Well, this is us going to UFC Fight Night. And that is my absolutely incredible looking spouse. Oh, UFC Austin 2022. Calvin Cater versus Josh. Dude, this is fun. She's so good at reels, dude. I don't ever think to do this shit. Okay, so I was actually going to show you like funnier reels because we have some funny. I do ones where I just invade her space. What's this? Public service announcement. I don't know what that one is. I don't know what this one is. Let's watch this one.
Gabrielle, did you know that Travis Barker...
Oh, god damn it.
Gabi, did you see how sexy Sydney Sweeney looked at the MTV Music Awards?
Sure did.
Oh my god, she's delicious. She is.
Oh,
The body positivity chicks are super pissed because they say it's so unattainable.
pretty sure she attained it.
I think it's better to teach our daughters that things they want can be worked for, or that they are so unattainable that they should just complain about it.
I can't.
How come no one ever thinks about the guys that want to have sex with her and she's unattainable, huh? So what, we're only supposed to care about fat girls' feelings, not boys? Gabi, did you see how...
Lots more like that on Real Jesse on Fire's Instagram. What's
Gabrielle, did you know that Travis Barker and Kim Kardashian had an affair when Travis Barker was married to his last girl?
What?
I said Travis Barker, who's married to Kourtney Kardashian, had an affair with Kim Kardashian while he was married to his ex-wife.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, his ex-wife says that while Paris Hilton had Kim Kardashian as her closet girl, that Travis Barker was smashing that behind her back.
Scandalous.
Travis's big denial now is just that, oh yeah, Kim was super sexy, but I just looked, I never touched. What do you think about that?
Yeah, right.
Do you think Kourtney knows that her new husband has the hots for Kim? Has the hots. Gabrielle, how would you feel if you found out I smashed your sister 10 years ago?
I would not like it.
Yeah, you would. She doesn't even have a sister, you goof.
Yeah, so just saying, I need like 200 followers to get to 10,000. So it's good stuff, dude. I'm telling you. Actually, how many followers do I have? Let me see. Let's see what that actually is, because that might have changed. I need 112. 112. Make it happen, guys. I love you guys. Anyway, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell. Bye-bye.